Good morning, and well, whatever time of day you're here, we're tackling E. E is Emma, and it's a nice lower body. I don't know if I can say that it's nice. It's a lower body workout, and it's going to start off with some stepping side lunges. So not going all the way down, but just going a little bit. It's only 30 seconds, so you know you kind of got to be vigorous about this. Yeah, just trying to open up the hips, especially if it is the morning or any time of day, really. Calf raises are next, feet together, ankles together. You're just going to lift and lower. Now, if you're not wearing shoes, you're really trying to spread your toes. If you are wearing shoes, you're still trying to push through your toes. Don't let the shoes do the work for you. And just make sure that you're controlling down. So there's a bit of resistance there as well. Good. Cool. Next one is a knee grab. Let me just change you, put you here, out of the way. All right, so knee grab, grab, pull, and grab, pull. Now when you're pulling, see if you can keep your back either upright or forwards. So you want to keep it forwards, not pulling backwards. Pull the knee into your chest. Cool, and this last one, it's a bit of a choose your own adventure. Ideally, it's a praying sumo. Hands in the middle, elbows out to the knees, down, up, down, up. If you look at that and you think, ow, my knees, place your hands on the floor, slight bend in your knees, just step your foot back and back. Whichever one works for you, works for me. So, praying sumos or the alternative. Idea here is just to keep pushing the knees outwards, opening up through the hips, getting a nice deep squat if that's appropriate for you. If it's not appropriate for you, don't do it. Still got a whole lower body workout to get through. Boom. All right, warm up done. One thing I haven't done, grab my weights. So make sure you got your weights available. 40 seconds of work. 5 seconds rest, which in our world isn't rest. It's just enough time to figure out what we're doing next. 3, 6, 9. Cool. All right. Yep. All right. So let me just grab my dumbbells. 3 exercises. Let me show you them because I haven't got time to explain them in between. We've got a squat. Dumbbells on your shoulders or wherever feels comfortable to you. Squatting down and up. You can shift your feet just for a little bit of extra adductor activation. Up to you so long as you can keep your knees out. Now some alternatives, you could just ditch it to 1 dumbbell. Let me move you here. Could just be 1 dumbbell if that's more appropriate for you. A big alternative, if you're just sick of squats, we can go crab style. So if you have a booty band, chuck on a booty band. If you don't have a booty band, don't chuck on a booty band and just walk, but think about really spreading the floor. So that's your alternative. Second exercise, we have deadlifts, 2 dumbbells in hands. Now this is different from the squat because it bends from the hips. So bending from the hips, pulling your shoulders back, stopping about just below your knees. Down and up, pulling your knees apart like you're wearing a booty band. Down and up, down and up. And your last one, you're going to have to get down onto the ground for this one. Lying down, so there's a bit of upsy downsy. God, I hope you can hear me. Bit of upsy downsy. Chuck a dumbbell on your hips. We've got glute bridges, that is ribs closed down, hips up, and lift and lift. And I'm going to give you a few different variations to keep these nice and spicy, okay? 3 beautiful lower body exercises. And you know what? We got to get stuck into it. I feel like I'm wearing the wrong shirt, but let's just see how this goes, okay? Starting in 10. Starting off with your squats. Let's get excited. Go hard. Start. There's only 3 rounds. You'll be fine. 2, 1, and let's go. Squat and up. Think about standing up through your hips, through your glutes. It's not from your shoulders, it's not from your back. Your hips thrust forwards and up, pushing through your heels. Knees outwards. Good. 40 seconds affords you not as fast a pace, but still you want to get a lot of work done to make the most of your time here. Good. Dumbbells down by your side. Deadlift. Yes, that fast. Off you go. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out from the side. Breathe in, breathe out. Keeping your shoulders pulled back. That's how it turns into a sneaky upper back exercise too. Cool. Ditch your dumbbell. Come take a lie down. Dumbbell on your hips and lifting. I'd say don't relax at the bottom. Just tap and up. Tap and up. Pulling your knees apart, even though they don't go anywhere. Pulling your heels and shoulders together towards the center, even though nothing moves. It's just that activation. Trying to find all the right muscles. The more right muscles, the less wrong muscles. Yeah, keep it coming. Give it a good squeeze, squeezing your cheeks together. Awesome. Don't get too comfortable. Let's go squats round 2. And straight into it. Woohoo! It's going to start to feel like cardio. Good. Main thing with these dumbbells is just making sure you keep them elevated. The way I think about tilting them upwards as I squat down. Because if I just squatted down and didn't, they'd start to dip down with me. So pushing up with the elbows every time you squat down. If you're holding in this position, that is. Cool. Deadlifts are next. Ready, 2, 1, and stay on the side. Pull one knees apart and reach. Now if you're reaching all the way to the floor, either you have ridiculously long arms or you're reaching through the shoulders, which is not what we want. We only want the reach to come from the hips. Good, you want to feel a nice stretch through the hamstrings. Should just get that bit of extra pull at the bottom before coming up to the top. Squeeze your butt from here, from the bottom. Squeeze it, push it forwards. Get on the ground. Let's do it. All right, I challenge you, just bring your heels out a little bit further. So a little bit further from the last set. Still don't relax at the bottom. So butt tap and lift. Butt tap and lift. Still think about pulling your heels and shoulders together towards the center, even though they don't go anywhere. Hello, hamstrings. Oh my goodness. Good, keep this coming. Pressing through the whole foot. Not long to go now. I love these 10-minute workouts, eh? Alright, that's your cue. Let's go squat. 2, 1. And squat. Good, lifting elbows. Just trying to keep those dumbbells horizontal the whole time. That's another way to think about it. You will notice if they dip forward that it really, like, it pulls everything forward. So it doesn't feel good. So, elbows high. Last little bit, 15 seconds. And we finish on the lying down exercise on purpose, obviously. Thank God. All right, keep holding on to the dumbbells. Good discipline. Let's go deadlift. Good. Keeping the shoulders pulled back. You can always check it at the bottom. So stop at the bottom, pull your shoulders back, and stand up. Obviously, your arms stay straight. I only say that because sometimes the body awareness isn't there and the elbows start to bend in order to do that. Cool. All right. Easy one on the ground. Dumbbell line. Now, if you want a little bit more variety, go into that long hamstring position. Take one foot away. So it goes down, up, switch, down, up, switch. You don't have to do these crazy versions. You can just stick with one of the ones you've already been shown today. But if you want to make it a little bit spicy, knowing that it's your last set, knowing that this was only 10 minutes of your life, if your body is stable enough and it's not going to cramp up in the hamstrings, give it a go. Why not? Good. Just lifting through the hips, keeping the ribcage down. Well, that's a bell, so we can't talk about it anymore. What's done is done. So join me. We've got a nice little glute stretch. I'm just going to set the timer. 30 seconds in and out. Enough time to change. Glute stretch. I'm choosing the lying down glute stretch. So find a foot, put it on your knee. Bring the knee up. If that doesn't stretch, go level 2, lie down. Grab through the hole, turn yourself into a human pretzel. Good, just let gravity do the work. So it's just looking at a nice, very specific spot. It's not the whole butt, it's a very specific spot of the butt. And it's getting a nice stretch. So just move yourself around until you find the stretch that works for you. Good. Cool, switcheroo. Start from the top, foot on the knee. Knee goes up. Maybe you feel like you get a stretch. Maybe you don't. Do what works for you. Lying down if you need to. Grabbing through the hole. If you hear that, that's my tummy. I've only had a liquid breakfast so far. And it's saying something about it. Cool. Alright, sticking with the lying down theme. Lying on your side, grab a foot. Hopefully you can grab that foot and you're just trying to push your knees together. So usually you'd see this one as a standing exercise. We do it lying down. We've got a little bit more control because we're not standing. But we're just trying to pull as much as you can. Your heel to your butt and drawing your knees together. But if your hips are like mine, as in if your hips are wider than what you would with your knees, then you don't have to bring them together. Only because when you're lying on the ground, your bottom hip's being pushed in. So that's more appropriate. Cool, let's try that on the other side. I'm just going to roll over because we ain't got no time. Great thing is, well, I'd expect you to do the same, but also you can still hear me, which is great when you install a half-decent microphone and when you remember to turn the microphone on. Well, alright, keep pulling. Might find it, like, feel a bit of pulling through your kneecap. Totally normal. It's part of the muscle, everything's attached. You will be fine. Once the bell goes off, I didn't time that right. Once the bell goes off, like so, you are done. We are done. Well done. Thanks for hanging out with me and Emma. And we'll see you in the next one.